Hello guys, this is THIIICCC here. So now I've had a few days to test the new skill tree, new endgame skill tree, and so I just wanted to make a video about it and tell you all my thoughts about it and how my defenses has shaped up now. So firstly, let's go over our current defenses. Currently, of course, I'm running 7 auras, still as usual, they haven't changed, still the same ones. I'm using the new skill tree, so I have 60% less damage taken from critical strikes, right? Which is amazing, really amazing. I have decided that I really enjoy crafting my belt now with just dense fossils. I used to do it with using essences for trap throwing speed. Now one thing is they're quite expensive. It's really hard to hit good ES stats with the essence, since the essence doesn't increase the chance of hitting ES, and because they removed the catalyst effect on mods. Like a couple of leagues ago, catalyst affected your chance of hitting the mod that they increase. So like if you were using defense catalyst, you had a higher chance of hitting defense mods on that item. But that's no longer in the game. So it's not easy hitting trap throwing speed and getting good ES on the belt. You can do it obviously, but you're gonna have to sink a lot of currency into it. So I just went with dense fossils because there are so great defense mods for the belt. You can see this belt, I crafted it on stream, triple tier 1 defense mods. It's absolutely perfect. Couldn't have asked for a better hit. The armor is amazing for us. You can see here, I'm going to show you my current physical mitigation is 37%. We used to have close to 0%. We used to run just on ES and blocking and recovering. But with the helmet and with a decently rolled belt with armor on it, or well rolled belt I should call it, with armor on it, it's really nice. 37% passively. If I activate my flask, I have Rumis, and I have a flask rolled for increasing armor. But let me show you guys. So 37% without flasks, with flask, Rumis, 59, 65 with both flasks active. Obviously that's huge. 65% physical mitigation when you're running around in little demon land. It's amazing. Really, really strong. Another thing is I decided to do the increased effect for my Rumis. 70 is the max roll you can get. You get between 60 and 70. And the Enkindling orbs that you use, they're super cheap. Like, I think it's free. You get 3 Enkindling orbs for 1 chaos, maybe even more of them. Very cheap, so you can just spam them until you get a 70 flask, a 70 increase. Now, some people don't like this because the whole gaining no charges during the flask effect. But I decided that for this league it's actually really good, because this means I obviously activate my flasks when I enter the demon realm, and that's when I really want the extra mitigation, right? Anything in the normal game, quotation marks, normal game, or anything outside of demon realm, I'm not scared about. We have all the defenses for it. The only place I get scared is in the demon realm. So for that reason I decided it's worth it running the increased effect, because that means when I enter and use my flask, I have the best possible armor I can have. And it's also a decent extra chunk of block, right? You can see my block. Without anything, it's 36 and 56. With the flask active now, 56, 66. So you know the 70% also affects the block, of course, which is really nice. So yeah, we suddenly have quite a lot of defenses actually. Combining that with high ES pools and getting the recovery effect and our ascendancy regeneration, I pretty much don't die anymore unless I screw up really badly. Like tonight I was streaming and I killed myself twice. Really stupid deaths as well. One was me running a map that I didn't notice there was a mod on the Scourge map. It was a Scourge map, and I didn't notice there was a mod that that takes away 300 life per second. And obviously we don't have any life, so that was one death. And another death was literally me flame dashing into like 20 Beyond Demons, instant ripping myself for no reason. But yeah. Other than that, I really haven't died at all lately, and it feels great being this tanky. And my gear, my estimated value is still nothing amazing. You can still see my tooltip, just 63k. I'm not using any corrupted shaft armor, and that is by choice. I know that they're extremely cheap. I could just go buy one. They're only like 1 or 2x. For 1 or 2x you can get a +2 shaft runs. For 25x you can get a +4 shaft runs, which is a huge chunk of damage. But it's on purpose that I'm sticking with the normal one, because I want to like use the build fully this league without any +4 shafts, because I don't think it's realistic to expect people to have a +4 shafts, and I don't think it'll be this easy getting them again in the future leagues when Scourge ends. So yeah, I'm sticking with this and making sure that the build can do everything and performs the way I want it to perform without anything unrealistic. So yeah, right now my total gear value is still way, it's like 7 or 8x, something like that. You could say it's higher, but then you could also say it's low because I self-crafted everything. Like, this is a really nice belt. I would probably sell that for a lot, but I crafted it right. My boots are okay, they're nothing special, but again, I crafted them myself. My shield is decent. At least I finally upgraded from the 260 ES shield I had. But again, yeah, it's self-crafted, and everything is crafted with dense fossils. My rings are self-crafted as well, also with dense fossils. Everything crafted with dense fossils. And they're so cheap, right? You can get them for 1k each. Speaking of that, Delve is also really profitable, by the way. If you guys haven't checked out Delve, you should definitely check it out. If you need maps, just go delving. If you find any city biomes, you're gonna get so many red maps. It's crazy. It's really been buffed. So yeah, we have it's really, the build is performing super. I was a little afraid switching from the standard POB I made to this one that I would be less tanky, but it's actually the opposite. I'm more tanky. The 60% really just makes a huge difference. Avoiding one-shots, having 60% less damage or less extra damage taken from crits. Another big thing is you guys should definitely upgrade your Pantheons. They're really amazing. This one is the Brine King Pantheon is absolutely the best Pantheon if you are new and you don't have your amulet yet. Make sure you run this one and upgrade it so that you cannot be frozen, and reduced effective chills, also great. When you do have your amulet, switch to Solaris. It's really great, just really strong. And as for minor Pantheons, in my opinion, use whatever you prefer, because it's literally like If you're on a curse heavy map, maybe you wanna take Yugul, reduced effect of curses, right? If there's no curses on the map, maybe you just wanna have more physical mitigation, like Grutko can give you. So this is just preference. If you upgrade this one, it's perfect for any time you get a map with burning ground on it. So yeah. Most of the time I'm running Yugul now because I have 30% reduced effect of curses, and then I have a flask that has 65%. So I'm only 5% affected by curses right now. So basically almost immune to curses, right? It's great. Really really nice when if you played last league 3.15, it was horrible playing any curse map. Horrible. One more thing, I would, after having tested the endgame build, I would say you can switch as early as like level 90, I would say. You don't need amazing jewels to switch. I still think it's better. You can buy jewels that are worth 5 or 10 KS, just get jewels with 1 multiplier and ES percentage, and yeah, pretty much those 2 stats. If you can get a third stat that affects us like lightning percent or spell damage or whatever have you, that's great. But at least the multiplier and probably also the ES percent. And those 2 you can get on jewels super cheap. Let me see if I can show you guys while we're live here. Give me 1 second to change the view and to find my jewel trade link. Yes, here we go. So, yeah, you can see the prices here. Trap damage, multiplier, ES percent, 3 KS an hour ago. Spell damage, multiplier, ES percent, 3 KS 16 hours ago. A day ago, 5 KS, 6 KS, 7 KS. You can see you can get these jewels very cheap. And I would say if you just have jewels like this, that's enough for changing to the end game build. And the reason I've changed my stance on that from before, when I was telling you guys that you should have really good jewels before you switch, is simply me testing the end game build and feeling it out and being like, yeah, okay, this actually makes a lot of difference, and you don't need that strong jewels. I'm not using crazy jewels by any means myself. You can see I have one of these 5C jewels, and you can also see I'm going for reduced freeze duration. Actually, I'm going for avoiding freeze, but I didn't hit that. But yeah, I'm going for freeze avoidance on my jewels. I have it here, right? Yeah, I have it here. Chance to avoid being frozen and chilled. This is what I want in my jewels from Harvest. And yeah, as I was saying, I don't have any amazing jewels at all. You can see again, this is another 5C jewel. This is my most expensive jewel I have. And I found it. So that was pretty amazing. Everything else is like 5 or 10C jewels. Again, 5C jewel, 3, maybe 3C. So yeah, I think I've covered everything that I wanted to cover in this video. Basically, I'm very happy with how the endgame build has turned out, and the defenses I feel are really great. I did some crazy maps on stream today, some super juiced maps, and I got through them alive and everything, so that's awesome. you guys ever want to pass by, I stream every other day, sometimes every 3 days or so, but yeah, it's a bit on and off. In the league start scenario, I stream almost every day, and then it kind of tapers off as the league goes on. But yeah, I hope I'll see you guys on the stream or in the next video. If you enjoy the content, then please leave a like and feel free to ask anything in the comment section. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.